Okay, so I'm going to be doing analysis of Wizzrobe versus Gahtzu at some tournament. Come to Papa 2. I'm going to be taking notes on this one, so yeah. So they trade Nair hits. Um, Technically, Gahtzu is going to act out later because that was the second hit, so it has knocked out growth. And Wizzy is at low percent. But they both go for the Nair afterwards. If they were both frame perfect, then Wizzy should have come out first. So I gotta assume that Gahtzu was just slightly quicker. And then after the first hit Nair trade, yeah, Gahtzu's quicker again after this one. So you guess after the first hit Nair trade, they both tried to Nair again. Gahtzu's was quicker, but they were too far apart for it to interact. That was really. I think I gotta check the FDI on that. Because how the hell did he end up on the platform? He slid off the top platform. I would have just DI'd down and away, and then not Am's attack, and then I would have just tagged on the stage. But yeah, I guess this works too. Wizzy does a nair, and then he does a dash back, and then he does an instant double jump in. He's playing this fairly reactively, so he does the nair and then dash back, instant double jump, just because the dash back allows him to avoid a potential whiff punish with grab or whatever. So it's just safe. But then after the instant double jump, he does a full drift in, but from there he can sort of react to where Gahtzu went. So Gahtzu decided to run past Wizzy for some reason. Yeah, he just runs past. So Wizzy he just decides to land and backs up his landing with up air. But obviously Gahtzu's nowhere near to punish that. And again after that up air he does the dash back instant double jump, and then he reactively he drifts in and back airs to give her the space that Gahtzu dash down again. Okay, Gahtzu does a really weird ledge dash nair, which I don't really see Falcon do. It's not a typical ledge option. But then Wizzy gets around this with a pivot nair. But yeah. I'm gonna assume Wizzy missed his jump cancel on that grab. You're doing knee jabs on shield, which obviously can lose to just like crouch cancel grabs, but Wizzy's fairly spaced, so after the crouch cancel, Gahtzu may have to like dash forward and then grab, which you can do, especially if they're only doing the first hit of the jab. Or you can just shield the eye in on the knee, but obviously knee has a lot of shield pushback. Um, yeah, so Gahtzu just stays in shield though. Probably thinking that Wizzy would just go for the whole gentleman, in which case then he could just grab after the end of the third hit. But instead Wizzy just goes for the knee pressure. So Falcon's miss tack and then roll away is actually fairly hard to cover on reaction. So I'm not sure if Wizzy actually like fully covered this. So as in, I feel like yeah, Gahtzu could rep the boost or something right here. So Wizzy could have definitely gotten reversed right here. Gahtzu could have done like a raptor boost into knee, and then the stocks are even. But Gahtzu goes for a crouch for some reason. I'm not sure what he was trying to like achieve with this crouch, because Wizzy is definitely going to go for the regrab type chase. So then he just gets regrabbed. Yeah, so Wizzy crouch cancels on the jabs to get the grab. What did Gahtzu get on shield? Gahtzu gets a shield drop bear. Wizzy does an instant nair at a shield. So Gahtzu could dash away right now before Wizzy could hit him. Or he could potentially shield the nair and then punish. But Gahtzu tries to do a turnaround. Gahtzu tries to turn around and grab him in shield, particularly he'd stay in shield. Gahtzu could have held down to like crouch cancel the first hit of nair and then like shielded the second or something. Or just grabbed between or whatever. But instead he doesn't, and so he gets hit by the two hits because it's low percent. He's just going to get comboed into grab and tag chase. Or not, because they're not in UCF. Okay, so Wizzy just baited him. So he hit his shield, and then, like, when you hit Falcon's shield, he doesn't have, like, any good reversals, like, options at a shield. The only things he has are aerials. Everything else are pretty much just, like, a get out of there tool, like roll or a wave dash. So he baits that he thinks Gahtzu wants to nair at a shield, so he waits for it, and then comes in with a grab afterwards. So, interesting. Okay, so instead of doing the raptor boost on wake up, which Wizzy tends to do, he instead does a jab on wake up and then gets a grab off of it. I guess that can work because they're likely not going to be holding down for tag chase regrabs. Um, and then if you get baited or something into doing a raptor boost, that's far scarier. Then you can get punished far harder than if you would whiff a jab, for example. But I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, jab is like frame free, and then the pullback on raptor boost is also frame free. So their effectiveness in avoiding or interrupting is the same. So yeah. Also, jab reset isn't good in the Ditto because they can literally just hold C stick up, and then they'll ASDI up on the jab reset, and then just get out for free. It's actually stupid. They don't have to SDI or anything. I'd have probably raptor boosted then, but Gahtzu is at low enough percent where you could just get to the side platform, and then I'd have to platform tag chase, which isn't that strong at this percent. Because like if he just takes in place and I up air him, then he can just slide off. So then I have to commit to either jumping up and grabbing him or stomping him. So like, was it gonna just re-grabbed off this crash cancel? You can stomp, but that's far easier on Spaceys because they don't have the multi-hit get up attack that Falcon has. So, and then Wizzy goes to the knee that he does on Spaceys, but because of the multi-hit and stuff, it's just you have less time to do it, so it's annoying. So I guess just re-grab at that percent. I forgot I was originally going to take notes for this, but I guess I'm just not. But anyway, so Gahtzu shields on side platform. Wizzy does a sort of delays this up air so that it's safe on shield drop. I want to see how many frames he delays it by. Yeah, so it was like, I didn't check how many frames, but that was pretty late into the short hop. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think this isn't 60 FPS. Okay, it is. But sometimes that doesn't work out properly anyway. But either way, he delays it over 10 frames. Over 12 it looks like, or something like that. And then he does the up air, so then he's able to fast fall and land. And then dash back before Gahtzu can get a shield drop up air. And then he can come back in for a grab. So you can probably just practice this on 20xx to just have Falcon shield drop when he gets shield drop up air when he gets his shield hit. So then you can just do late up air into dash back with punish. Because obviously if you do an instant up air, then he can just shield drop punish you. So if you recognize they're in shield, you're gonna want to do late up airs like Wizzy did. Or you can just drift back out of their range as well, but it makes sense to do the late up here. One thing I'm noticing is that Wizzy isn't really going to ledge between stocks that much against Falcon. Uh, I'd say it's because Falcon can pressure himself on the ledge pretty well. Like dash back, all of your ledge hop aerials are going to get stuffed by dash back, spaced back air. So then it's far riskier to get off ledge because you're going to want to do something like a hack dash double jump, but then he can obviously pressure that the wave land on the side platform with a up air or something. So Izzy is more so moving around the platforms and whatnot between stocks than he is against spaces where he'll go to ledge and do things like that. What's Wizzy doing after these nairs? I remember he just did 2 nairs in a row just now. He does the nair, dash back, and he dash down, says nair. So he does a double nair. I tend to just like autopilot my dashbacks after nairs, so I gotta consider that maybe I should probably dash forward sometimes or just throw out another aerial. But usually I just telegraph my dashbacks, which obviously you use as your main option because it's the safest, but you can potentially mix up. I know if you up throw at mid percent on spaces, you can do dash shield drop up air as a actual. If they DI away, you can actually do dash shield drop up air as a true like punish. So just then, Gahtzu did a run off up air. So I'm thinking that might have like actually been a true combo, but you had to fast fall for it. But if he shield dropped, maybe he didn't. Maybe he wouldn't have had to fast fall because he would have been lower. I guess I could practice that. So Gahtzu between stocks, unlike Wizzy, he goes to the top platform and stomps a lot. Last stock, Wizzy went like just beneath the stomp, and then did a double jump up there to catch when he goes up. So I don't think that's like a viable, like not viable, but like a particularly good strategy. But it's what he's doing. So yeah, against Falcon, you can often just like jab after you do things as a backup, because if he's in the air and you stuff him out of the air, he doesn't have a shine or anything, so you can just grab him. And if he's late on any of his, like his whiff punishes, then unless he crouch cancels, you're going to be able to do jab and then potentially get a grab off that. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you miss a raptor boost, you should pretty much just, a lot of the times, just be dead or get hard comboed, like Wizzy just did. But then obviously if it works out, you can just kill them, so it's a really big risk. But so if you space nair on crouch cancel, it's actually safe. Nair is actually safe on crouch cancel if it's like semi-spaced, but I think Wizzy hit this nair kind of high. No, he landed the frame after, so this was safe, but Wizzy probably didn't dash back frame perfectly. Actually, it looks like he did. How did he get grabbed? Oh, he does a jump, which makes his hitbox go backwards. So Wizzy going for like an instant double jump or a wave dash or something actually was why he got grabbed there, which is super funny. So this time Wizzy gets the knee off of the mistech get up attack, and he usually gets it because he'll get it when he only gets hit by the first hit of Falcon's get up attack, and then he'll knee the end lag. But obviously at 40, he's not going to get a combo off it, especially if they slide off like that. That's a really good instant double jump by Gahtzu. He does an instant double jump in neutral, and then he doesn't delay it. He just comes in with a falling up air, just as Wizzy comes in with a approaching nair. So he stuffs him out of the air, and because he was at low percent, you can convert to a grab off of it. Again, you just can't really like jab reset in the Ditto. If they just hold C stick up, they just get out. It's kind of stupid, but. So F-throw sounds less far away than down throw does, which is why Wizzy's going for these up throws at ledge. Also, if they DI in, then up throw, obviously it's going to lead to a tag chase. Down throw would as well, but then you're just setting up another one by ledge, while up throw would get you one like leading towards center stage. But that was like a really awkward position where Gahtzu could edge cancel off the up throw anyway. I have no idea what Wizzy is up throwing now. If he's going for damage, then you should. If you're gonna go for damage, then you should down throw. But yeah. There's no way that comboed, unless Wizzy didn't like DI away, but down and away. I can't tell, but I think Wizzy might have not DI'd fully away. I don't know why Wizzy is going for these up first. I'm not sure. Yeah, so Gahtzu DI's in on the down for near ledge, so Wizzy goes for a D on the tag in place, and then grabs the tag roll in. Against Spacies, you need to be perfect on this, otherwise the Falcon, the Spacey is just going to shine you. But against Falcon, his options are going to be like Raptor Boost, Roll, Jab. Well, he can't even jab because the tag roll in faces him the wrong way. So all of his options are sort of like frame 4-ish. Raptor Boost pulls him back slightly, frame 3, I think. And so this means that you've got more leniency to do the grab on the roll in. So it's worth going for. It's worth going for a lot more against Falcon than Spacies, I'd say, just because of this. Yeah, Absolute can hit Falcon's up B sweet spot, and then unless he Vortec up B's you here, which Gahtzu like wasn't really in the position to do, then it sets up for a free like weak knee, and at that point you just get a free edge guard. So Gahtzu got a late up air on Wizzy's shield on platform, but what did he do? Because he got shield drop up aired. He goes for another aerial on the. He goes for another aerial. He goes for another up air, in fact. So that's what you do against somebody who couldn't shield drop. But because Wizzy does, he might be able to just get a grab off of that. But okay, it wasn't quick enough. But so against shield drops, you're gonna want to bait the shield drop up air with a dash back or just shield it. So again, Gahtzu just sort of goes to top platform. So he goes to the corner, and then he jumps out of the corner and he goes to top platform where he'll stomp. This time he doesn't like stay there, but that's typically what Gahtzu does between stocks. I sort of do that against Peach actually, because Peach can't really chase you back to top platform like Falcon could. But so again, Wizzy backs up like his aerial with a jab. So Gahtzu goes for like a frame advantage sort of whiff punish with Nair. Gahtzu, and so Wizzy stuffs him out of the Nair with the jab, and so gets a grab off of it. Again, it's not like it can be like at certain heights it can actually just be a true punish on Falcon, because he'll be in his landing lag when you get the grab, and he's not able to jump out. So in this example, I think Gahtzu may have just been able to jump away. Yeah. Yeah, he does jump, but I'm not sure if he could have done it sooner, or whether he could have jumped to a certain side, or jump air dodge or whatever. But you just get, yeah, it's like, it's still fairly hard thing to react to and whatnot. But yeah, so that's it. I'll see you all in the next video.